Yep, much better. All right. Good luck, guys. The playoffs begin here. Good evening and welcome to round number 1 of the NSRL Cup Series. We are live here at the Darlington Raceway, the track that is too tough to tame for the Southern 200. I'm iRacing. We're glad you could join us, and we are getting right to work. Wasting no time here, folks, and let's give you the starting lineup for tonight's event. All the drivers in yellow are in the playoffs. Dylan Clark and Mark Sikosi on the front row. Row number 2, Josh Susi and Alan Crowell. Row 3, Brian Wiggins and Josh Aaron. In row number 4 is Kyle Milliken and Briggs Swope, and rounding out the top 10, that's Brian Preslar and Don DeGroot. Alan Crowell, the highest driver, not in the playoffs. Row 6, Justin Diltz and Steve Stripmatter. As we go to the rest of the field here, you'll see Kayla McCarthy, Ryan Broderick. Row 7, Stan Mayberry, Chris Lynn. Row 8, unless Lynn didn't miss unless Lynn's just being, unless he messed up. Tyler Ice, if it's Lynn messing up, then Davis Smith would move up. Tyler Isley, then Tom Perrin, rounding out the grid. Jimmy Barr and Alex Robinson. So we get set to go here for the action. A look at your weather for tonight as we get ready to take the green flag. 82 degrees the track temp, a hot 181 degrees is the air temp under the lights. Set just before 6 p.m. in iRacing time. And we are just moments away from taking the green flag. Just working out a little bit of technical difficulties here at the moment to begin the night, so just bear with us here as we await the start of this one. As you see the drivers getting ready to roll off here on your screen. You see Jimmy Barr in the back of the field with an interesting scheme for sure. Today's race is set to go green in just a matter of moments. It is set for 147 laps. That is 200 miles. Stages will end at laps 45 and 90 around the 1.367 mile oval. Track is banked 25 degrees in 1 and 2, 23 degrees in 3 and 4 around this egg-shaped oval. Well, friends, it's time to strap in and hold on tight, because where else would you rather be than right here and right now? Dylan Clark and Mark Sikosi, the front row. It's time to get them going, because it's showtime at the Lady in Black at Darlington. Side by side, entering the corner, and it's Mark Sikosi that gets out with the early jump. You see drivers on the left of your screen. If they are in yellow, that means they are playoff drivers, and we got one sideways. That is Brian Wiggins. And somehow he kept the car straight. But now he is around and takes Tom Perrin with him, and we are under caution for the first time tonight. So Mark Sikosi gathering the early lead, the first playoff driver to strike disaster. His name is Brian Wiggins. Show you what happened here. As he'll bring his machine into the pits. We'll have to rewind the footage to give you a better angle. That's when the yellow was triggered, so we'll have to rewind this and show you what in the world happened to him. He just one touch of the wall can get you loose out of control. How those other drivers missed him, I don't know. Locked on the brakes and was good, but then right here, I think, did he put too much? Yeah, he put way too much right foot in it. As Wiggins brings out the first yellow of the evening. So as we are under our first caution of the evening, again, we're glad you could join us for live coverage of the National Sim Racing League. It's the Southern 200 tonight from the virtual Darlington Raceway. Let us know who you're watching for, who you're rooting for, and where you are watching from. As we've got a good one on tap for you tonight here. Should be a tough track, the drivers have told me in meetings, so it's been a really tough race for them all. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep you posted as well on Cup Series qualifying as that's happening. Harrison Burton just took it to the top of the boards with a 50.14 second time. So nice time there by the rookie in the 21. Daniel Hemrick second. Ryan Blaney is third quick. We're seeing a couple of drivers come in early here. You see Kayla McCarthy brings the field in along with Ryan Broderick, Tom Pera, and Stan Mayberry. We're hearing Broderick may have a lot of lag issues at the moment. So while we're at, let's show you your race info on your screen. 147 laps, stages ending at laps 45 and 90 around the 1.367 mile oval. 25 degrees in turns 1 and 2, 23 degrees in turns 3 and 4, an egg-shaped oval. Seeing 47,006 tire sets. They call this track the Lady in Black for a reason. Always a challenge around this mile and a third egg-shaped oval. For those wondering why this track was an egg-shaped racetrack, well, it's pretty simple. The guy that built the racetrack, Harold Brassington, or whatever it is, bought 70 acres from farmer Sherman Ramsey. However, though, was forced to make it an egg-shaped oval with one corner tighter and more steeply banked because the minnow pond that Ramsey had would not be disturbed. So we are set to go back to the green flag. Let's reset the field and show you how they look. Very little change, of course, as you would imagine, as Ross Chastain has taken it to the top of the 50.05. Dylan Clark with the lead selects the outside. Mark Sikosi next to him. That's row 1. Josh Susie, Alan Crowell in row number 2. In row number 3, it's Josh Aaron and Briggs Swope. Brian Preslar, Don DeGroot, row 4. And in row 5, Kyle Milliken and Justin Diltz. Coming into the Speed Demon restart zone right there. We're back to racing. So Sikosi got away with the start, so he selected the bottom, so pardon me on that. We can tell you, by the way, that Alex Robinson and Chris Lynn both missed the call to take the start. Everyone's staying single file here off of turn 2. No one really making any bold moves for right now. think Josh Aaron may have just touched the wall for just a moment, getting his Darlington stripe a little bit early. That's what they do expect tonight. A lot of drivers to be striking that wall. See a lot of Darlington stripes here tonight. It will be normal because the best way around the lady in black, that is the outside line. You see Josh Susie going at it after Dylan Clark to take away second position. I think Clark had a little bit bad exit. I think got a little bit too much gas in there. So for those wondering, Chris says don't worry, he's at it. He just wanted some practice. It's all good. One driver in the pits early. That is Stan Mayberry in the 99. I'm not sure what the issue is unless he just simply got loose. Battle here for position. This is Justin Diltz and Tyler Isley. This is for 10th on the track. Isley trying the inside. Again, that's not the groove to go here. And so Diltz maintaining control of 10th. Let's go ahead of them as the DraftKings teammates. Briggs Swope, Brian Preslar going at it for P5 on the track with Alan Crowell ahead of them. A couple of drivers with some really good qualifying efforts here today. Briggs Swope and Brian Preslar were not one of them. They started from 8th and 9th. Yeah, I guess you could say that's better than normal for them. So, yeah, why not? So they're going at it right now at the moment. Closest battle on your screen. You saw Preslar try to dive it deep. Let's ride on board here and see what it's like to drive around Darlington. New interior with the next gen. They've got the rear view camera installed on the top. So he's lost a little bit of time, but Milliken's starting to close in on his end in the battle for 6th on the track. Again, drivers with the yellow spoilers or the yellow windshield, that signals that they are a playoff driver. I think they've got a 2 on the splitter as well. Yes, they do if you look closely. NASCAR used to have the spoilers, as you see Strip Matter just let Justin Diltz and Tyler Isley go by. But too risky. They used to have the numbers on the roofs in yellow, and I loved it when they did that. That's you could easily recognize a driver in the playoffs. Let's go back to the Preslar and Milliken battle here as Milliken starts to close the gap. A nice top 3 run for Milliken, even though he refused to talk with us last week. But yeah, like I said, great run for Milliken. Saved his tires at Twin Ring Motegi, or very abrasive racetrack. Was able to finish inside the top 3. He's right there on Preslar, but I had to let off because Preslar likes to break early, a little bit conservative. Swope scraped the wall there, getting his stripes. See a lot of right sides damage here today. I think you see it right there on that number 7. Front end looking a little bit damaged too. I don't know if you'll see it though. We just missed the angle here. Can we see it here or no with the billboards? Yep, a little bit of right side scuff there is Josh Aaron. This is interesting. Aaron, that's another guy. Excuse me. I think that was Mayberry making his way back on track. A lot of drivers blinking here today. I am not sure if this has to do with the fact that it is a prime time qualifying night. Drivers may be using, as NIS officially has begun this week, with the 500 of their own. So that could be a big factor. Watching in the back of the pack, Kayla McCarthy and David Smeal going down the Boeing back straightaway. Let's go back to the Diltz Isley battle we were watching earlier, going at it for 9th spot on track. You saw Diltz just get a little bit squirrely there. See if Dilts tries to take advantage. To the inside, Isley. Ninth position's on the line. Puts the slide job on. Gets the clear. Dilts tries to make the pass stick. As Isley is up to ninth. No Landon Lacey, by the way, in the lineup today. Despite the year he has had so far. Got his 5th win of the season, all 5 coming within the last 6 races. Only one. Oh, trouble, Brian Preslar. Loose off of turn 2, makes a nice save. That'll cost him a bunch of spots. Isley and Dilt getting by along with Jimmy Barr. But Preslar's off the pace. Look at that right front. Definitely got that thanks to the Darlington stripe. Meanwhile, let's watch Don DeGroot and Tyler Isley go to work. DeGroot, not a playoff driver. Was not able to meet the minimum 13 races if you want to be a playoff driver, winning regardless. Tyler Isley, 2 wins this season, coming at Daytona and Charlotte. Isley's trying to get the run. Here we go for 7th. Not working there for the 17 just yet. Got to be very patient at a track like the Lady in Black. Could have a run off of turn 2. No bad exit, I think. Nope, he got a great exit. Almost got the wall. Look at this. Inside for 7th. And Isley gets the pass to work. Behind them, meanwhile, Jimmy Barr and Justin Dilts. You can continue to hear in the background a lot of wall scrapes here today. Actually, you can hear them now. We actually did not have the audio playing. Apologies for that. Technical difficulties sometimes. That's the battle for 9th on your screen. Barr currently with the final playoff point at the moment. He takes a peek inside. Keelan McCarthy trying to wait in the wings as well. So 21 laps are complete. It'll be 22 this time by. And Mark Sikosi, currently the race leader here at Darlington. And we'll step aside as we go side by side for the first time tonight at the Lady in Black. Under caution here at Darlington as the 77, of Josh Aaron has gone sideways. Let's take a look at the replay and show you what happened. Looks like he just lost. I think that's in turn 1. Oh, this was in turn, yeah, that was in turn 2. And he just lost control all by himself, forcing race control to throw the yellow flag out. Let's ride on board with there and show you what it was like. So he was loose before that. And just got sideways. Let's rewind it. I don't know if there was anyone behind him that led to a yellow flag coming out. Just all by himself. He just lost control. Pit road is open and everybody is coming in. 20 laps to go in stage 1. Make it 19 this time. So you'll watch your top 5. You're a long way down pit road for these drivers. Guess you could say Darlington's got one of the longest pit roads here. Maybe next to Indianapolis, I guess you could say. Because this is a slow pit speed. One driver staying out, by the way. That driver was Justin Dilt, as raced off pit road, won by Sikosi, then Clark, Milliken, Swope, and Crowell. So Justin Diltz will lead a lap here, and I believe he'll come down this time. We will step aside once again. When we come back, we'll have the restart for you here at the Lady in Black.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
We are back and we are ready to go for the restart. I can tell you, by the way, Justin Diltz did pit under that last caution. Should be about 16 laps to go before we end stage number 1. And let's reset the field here for you. Mark Sikosi and Dylan Clark, row 1. Sikosi on the inside line. Row number 2, Bridge Swope and Kyle Milliken. Row 3, Tyler Isley and Alan Crowell. Row 4 is Jimmy Bard, Don DeGroot. And in row 5, Justin Dilt and Brian Preslar. And we're ready to go back to green. Clark is caught sleeping. Kyle Milliken almost had a run there on Dylan Clark. Thought it was going to be close. Everyone's single file off of turn 2 from the looks of it. Josh Susi decided to go from the rear of the field. Probably an extended break or so. So everyone just playing Nipsey cat and mouse for right now. Josh Susi decided to fade back a little bit on that restart. He's currently in 16th. Best battle is Justin Diltz and David Smeal for 9th. Diltz got his Darlington stripe. Just off of turn 2, and David Smeal goes to 9th position. Oh, he may have driven it in way too hard. Diltz trying the inside. But it's Smeal at the line. He's got control of 9th. Now can he clear is the question. Yeah, Diltz just lets him go. He's right there. Oh, we got a car sideways, though. And that is Jimmy Barr, perhaps. Oh, but he's around. Perhaps one of 2, if not 3 drivers that have a throwback this weekend. And we are under yellow for the 3rd time tonight. Jimmy Barr with a throwback to Pennsylvania Posse legend Lance DeWeese in the Dyer 461 Brickmobile. And so another yellow out here today. That's the 3rd one. Is he simply... Did he have a problem or something? When you have an issue like that, it seems like something just broke. Do we have an onboard here? Let's rewind. Yep, this was all by himself, and now I think we're hearing issues with Josh Aaron. Yeah. Got right up there in the marbles, just too much. Now I think we're hearing that Josh Aaron is having an issue. Nope, I think he was just slowed up a little bit too much. All 400 cars, for those wondering, top 4 in qualifying right now to advance to the top 10. That's Almirola 5th, Ross Chastain 6th, Martin Truex 7th, Harrison Burton 8th, Denny Hamlin 9th. Daniel Suarez not locked in yet for a spot in the top 10. One guy left, though. It's Austin Cindric. We'll keep it here. We'll keep it right here for you, and so you guys just listen to the engines. So all 400 cars, the 2 Trackhouse cars, 2 Gibbs cars, a Stewart Haas car, and I think there was one more, a Wood Brothers car. So that'll be interesting. We should have just under 10 laps to go. And we got 1 lap to green. Reset the field here for you as the drivers are going down the Boeing back straightaway. Mark Sikosi and Dylan Clark, row 1. Kyle Milliken and Briggs Swope, row 3. Tyler Isley and Alan Crowell, row 3, Milliken Swope, row 2. And then row 4, Don DeGroot, David Smeal. And rounding out the top 10, Brian Preslar and Kayla McCarthy. Be 9 laps to go in stage 1 when we get the green. Clark almost matched Sikosi's restart. Was oh so close to timing that perfect. He did have a good timing though, not gonna lie. They stay side by side in a 1, and I think Clark just let Sikosi have it. Milliken's up to 3rd. Swope, let's go for 4th. And DeGroot and that's Crowell in the 9. They're going at it. They're side by side for 6th position. DeGroot lets him go, but McCarthy now up in that preferred line on the outside. On board with David Smeal. Josh Susie currently the final bonus point, but likely they'll go to David Smeal. Oh, Smeal's up on the wall. He got a stripe. And it sounds like there may have been some contact. Let's take a look and see if there was. There was, I think. Oh no, that was a big net code. That may have been the worst net code I've ever seen in my life. So, change for 3rd position, by the way, as maybe a lag situation. It says a spin. Kyle Milliken has spun it on the back straightaway. No caution, though. We stay green. He'll bring that down to pit road and probably be done for the evening. He just simply lost it off of turn 2 and pancakes the left side. Even worse, suffers some rear end damage, and that could end his night. Josh Aaron also entering the pits. Best battle on track is right here for 8 spots. Steve Stripmatter and Josh Susie. And Susie closing in on DeGroot big time. So now it's Brian Preslar in that 67 with the final transfer spot, up by 4/10 on Justin Diltz. As we work the final 5 laps of stage 1. There's a run. Oh, I think Smeal got loose off of 2, and he did. He lets Jimmy Barr go. DeGroot and McCarthy here. How about Don DeGroot? Nice start to the race for him. Nice stage so far in 7 spots. Started from 10th. Biggest mover of the race is Tyler Isley. Started from 17th. He's all the way up into 3rd. Let's go to the Strict Matter Susie battle for 8th spot, as I think Susie just made the pass stick. And now we go to 10th. Preslar and Diltz going to work. Oh, Preslar way loose. Pancakes the left side. Just tattooed it. And no caution here. We'll stay green. And goodbye bonus point. Justin Diltz with it. So Diltz has 10th spot as the pits are closed for the rest of this stage. The Susie DeGroot battle. Josh Susie is putting on a show in the final laps of this stage. How many more points can he get up to? Looking like a 7th place spot here. See here, not yet though. We're on the final lap of the stage. Now DeGroot attacking McCarthy for 6th spot. I don't see how that's going to fare out, though. Briggs Swope, Allen Crowell, they'll battle for fourth to the end of it. But out in front, Mark Sikosi, I can't recall the last time he won a stage. It was probably a couple races ago. But off of turn 4, Mark Sikosi sees the green and white checkered flag. Sikosi is your stage 1 winner as we are under caution. So Sikosi takes the stage win and will step aside here. Great pit stops coming up in just a moment. Everyone pitted in for stage number 2. And you'll see the leaders that come on in. Looks like nobody is staying out. And fuel only stop for Steve Strittmatter. That is an interesting strategy decision. As Sikosi easily picks up a spot out of the pits. That's very interesting there. Steve Strittmatter will be the leader when we come back with the green flag. You see the 51 of Steve Strittmatter. After topping off, he is coming in for his 4th tire stop. So we'll get ready to restart here for stage 2. Lights are off, so we're going green this time. Want to let you know while we're at it, round of 16 After Darlington is Richmond next week for 250 laps, and then it's Bristol for 300. So let's get ready to go back to green to begin stage number 2. That's how the field looks. Mark Sikosi and Tyler Isley. Row 1. Row 2, Dylan Clark and Briggs Swope. Row 3, Kayla McCarthy, Josh Susi. Row 4, Alan Crowell, Justin Diltz. And rounding out the top 10, Jimmy Barr and Don DeGrew. Here we go for stage number 2. Sikosi gets away clean. Tyler Isley, after gaining that one spot, loses control of second to Dylan Clark after Clark was able to have that preferred line. McCarthy and Swope going at it for P4. See if Swope can get a run here. One staying within a close gap of each other. That's Alan Crowell. Losing some time to Josh Susi. Let's see if Justin Diltz can close in. Caution though. And second yellow of the evening for Josh Aaron. And, oh man, that got close. Oh, way close there. That's additional damage to his machine. This is in turn 2. Just caught the wall and caught Smeal, so a 2-car accident. See if then wait, here is more for the agonized dad. Look at Milliken. Oh, Milliken just almost got involved in that. That's why you gotta be careful with going full speed. Right on board. This is with Aaron. Just caught the wall, and then Smeal had no place to go. Absolutely did not expect it. Let's right on board with Smeal. So we're under yellow once again. We'll keep it right here with you, though. Update you on qualifying, by the way. Daniel Suarez did take a time. So Hamlin will not start on pole from what we know. Oh, we actually got him barely. By 300ths of a second. Man, Suarez had an awful ending to qualifying. Harrison Burton, by the way, clocked in third. And Martin Truex Jr. has taken pole position. So ready to go back to the green flag here. 55 laps are currently complete. This stage, by the way, for those wondering, ends at lap 90. Sikosi and Clark lead. Sikosi on the inside line. Isley and McCarthy, row 2. And in row 3 is Swope and Susie. Row 4 is Stilts and Crowell. Rounding out the top 10, Don DeGroot and Jimmy Barr. We're ready for the restart. Sikosi fires there as Clark doesn't get not bad of a restart. I'd say mediocre at best. But Tyler Isley can't take advantage of trying to go for the second position. He's got to run here, though, on the exit. Had to back out of it, though. Oh, nearly put the bumper there. I think there was a bumper on his former teammate. Could have a run around the outside. Clark, oh, he almost got turned. Clark gives him the room, and here we go for second. And look who's also trying to join this party. Kayla McCarthy from 13th up to 4th. Remember, Isley's been known for winning at the famous racetracks this season. Daytona was one of them. Charlotte's a second. How about Darlington this time? Oh, trouble for Isley, no! I think I just jinxed it. Yellow's out. Here's what happened to the driver that was running in second spot. Car just got light on the exit. Nice job to keep it out of the wall, though. I'll give him credit once he... Because normally if a person locks up their brakes, they're going right towards that wall. But he had the wheel to the right, got the gas on it, enough for the rear end to get even more light. Just turn that thing a 180 around. Let's ride from the cockpit, show you the driving. Don't even think he was on the gas at all. So, well put by Tyler. So, we are under caution once again. And we'll keep it right here with you. Up to you on qualifying. Chase Elliott. Currently third, up to second. Chase currently second quick. 3 cars to go. Alex Bowman currently taking to the track. Bowman powering ahead of Almirola. Oh my goodness. Half car length advantage coming to the line, maybe even a full car length. 49.71. A 1/10 quicker than Almirola. It's insane with 2 cars to go. 1 car away from going on the front row if anyone doesn't place in the top 2. Couple of drivers in, by the way. I apologize for this. Davis Meal, Ryan Broderick came in under a closed pit. Preslar, Milliken, Wiggins, and Para also come in. As they will work on their cars at the moment. We should have 1.5 laps away from going back to the green flag. Larson to the top, 49.68. He will be on the front row for Sunday's 500. Puts Almirola back to third. 1 car left, William Byron. And he is underway for his lap. Needs to beat a 49.765. Right now, currently 100th off in 1 and 2. Oh, yeah, we got a race here. We got to get ready to go back to green. Mark Sikosi, Dylan Clark, row 1. Kayla McCarthy, Josh Susie, row 2. Briggs Swope, Alan Crowell, row 3. Justin Diltz, Jimmy Barr, row 4. Steve Stripmatter and Don DeGroot. That should be the top 10, and it is. Oh, Larson's got the edge. On Byron. Let's see here. Is it second or third for Byron? It is third. Bowman, 6 straight front rows. Kyle Larson is on the pole for the 500. Ready for the restart. 63 laps go up on the board. Sikosi catches Clark sleeping. One staying single file off of turn 2 once again. Good racing happening here with Diltz and Barr. That's for 7th position. Meanwhile, Steve Stripmatter, Jimmy Barr going to work for 8th. Barr up 11 spots, currently your biggest mover, also recovering from a spin earlier. Couple of drivers running some quick laps. Susie, Swope, and Crowell, 30-26, 30-12, 30-21 respectively. Diltz off the pace in 2. I think he just lost it there. If he saves it, that puts him back to 13th spot. Don DeGroot, Tyler Isley battle for 9th. Isley trying to recover after he spun to bring out the last caution. David Smeal also a part of this battle for 10th position. Don't forget stage 2 ending at lap 90. Good racing all around. Kayla McCarthy losing a little bit of time. Josh Susie wants 3rd. On board with Susie for a lap. No downshifting needed here at the track. Too tough to tame. Susie let off to help out McCarthy. Here we go, best battle on track for 3rd. Susie trying to close in. Also, Brick Swope also are part of this battle. Have some of the best battling we have seen on this track today. Oh boy, Susie loose off of 2. Probably the loosest we've seen him in this race today. Let's go behind them. Don DeGroot trying to look on Steve Stripmatter for 8th on the track. And Stripmatter gets a Darlington stripe. Keeps it going though. Isley also in this battle. Isley nearly gives DeGroot the boot. DeGroot inside, near contact. In the battle for 8, maybe a 2 for 1. Not the discount that Stripmatter wants. Slams the door on Isley. That got a little bit too close for comfort. David Smeal wanting to be in this battle as well. Oh, Stripmatter loose in 1. I think that's been his worst corner so far today, and Smeal takes advantage. The 29 is up to 10. Stripmatter way loose again. He's in big trouble. He's about to lose that car so bad. He's in big trouble. Back on hand to the McCarthy-Susie battle for P3. Both of them with some identical laps at the moment. 30.51 for McCarthy, 30.53 for Susie. And Kayla got the wall there. I think Susie let Kayla outbrake him. Still nothing too bad. McCarthy didn't lose a ton of speed there, though. Still 200s faster. But the top 2 showed incredible speed. Mark Sikosi and Dylan Clark. They are your top 2 at the moment. Got to go to break here once again. We'll go side by side here at Darlington. Welcome back to Darlington Raceway. It is the Southern 200, the first race of the NSRL Cup Series playoffs. I'm Marty Sakala with you on the call, currently working stage number 2. We're about 12 laps away from seeing the green-white checkered flag. Mark Sikosi currently leads top 5, all playoff drivers. First non-playoff driver is Alan Crowell in the 6th position. So let's reset the field here for you at the moment. Give you a full field rundown. You see everyone at the left of your screen. Mark Sikosi leads them. Dylan Clark second. Josh Susie is third. Kayla McCarthy fourth. Briggs Swope is fifth. Alan Crowell is sixth. Jimmy Barr seventh. Nice battle with Don DeGroot for that seventh spot. Tyler Isley is ninth. Steve Strittmatter is 10th with the final bonus point at the moment. 11th is currently David Smeal Jr. 12th and blinking is Ryan Broderick with a throwback. 13th position is Justin Diltz. 14th, Brian Preslar. He is the first car a lap down, 7 laps down at the moment. 15th is Kyle Milliken. Josh Aaron, Brian Wiggins, Tom Para, Stan Mayberry, all out of the race, excuse me. So Mark Sikosi, who has simply put led all of the laps in this race today, having an incredible run. All the drivers on the left of your screen, if they are in yellow, that means that they are a playoff driver, regardless of their car or car number. In fact, luckily no cars are in yellow. Some good racing happening at the moment. Let's take you over here. We were watching the Tyler Isley, Don DeGroot, Jimmy Barr show a little bit closely as they go at it. Alan Crowell currently in the 6th position. It's been a really good, consistent day for the driver of the number 9 Alpine Stars JBL machine. That Dodge used to drive for in the number 54 machine, Rowdy Energy machine. But it's up in the number 9 just before the playoffs began. Currently showing some speed at the moment. Alan Crowell also a playoff driver, so pardon me on that, I guess. We need to go fix that right now. Jimmy Barr closing in here in a good battle. Tyler Isley again closing on Don DeGroot in the good battle for 8th position. 4 cars all under a blanket. This may be the most cars we've seen in a battle on a long run today. DeGroot lost a little bit of time to Jimmy Barr. Barr has done great in recovering from a spin. I think Briggs Swope was also involved in a spin as well. Change for 3rd spot. And it's Dylan Clark who has decided, I'm going to try and see if I can get back on the lead lap. That is interesting. I don't know about this call here, boss, so see what they can make do out of it. So that moves Josh Susie up into 2nd spot, back 1.3 seconds on Mark Sikosi. Kayla McCarthy is in 3rd. Briggs Swope is 4th. And then back in the 5th position, that is Alan Crowell. So top 6 all playoff drivers. Don DeGroot not in the playoffs. Great racing here so far tonight at Darlington on the long runs. Yes, they all look really single file, but this race has really turned into drivers trying to not make a mistake. Got a little bit rowdy in stage 1, but this has been a great stage 2 so far. I think this is our longest run. The stage at the moment, Alan Crowell almost just ended that run. He just got way loose there in turn 2, which has pretty much been Calamity Corner. John Clark says Dylan got a drive-through penalty for getting footed by pre-sale. That is legendary. That's legendary right there for sure. So 2 laps to go in stage number 2. Coming to 1 to go. Again, Mark Sikosi has been the dominant one here today at Darlington. He's led all the laps here so far in his affordable SEO number 91. Only 1 win this season. That came at Myrtle Beach. As he is down the back straightaway. Stage 1 winner. Now upgraded to stages 1 and 2 winner as Mark Sikosi takes the green, white, checkered flag and wins stage number 2. As the yellow flag flies, pit stops coming up in just a moment. It's the National Sim Racing League Cup Series playoffs from Darlington.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Pit road is open. And everybody's coming in once again. Mark Sikosi, another dominant effort. We heard, by the way, that Dylan got a drive-through penalty for getting doored by Preslar. It's probably just for fun, just for laughs. So, 4 tires in field, definitely necessary here at a rough track like Darlington. Oh my! What a stop for Susie! Beats out Sikosi. But I don't know, that could be a drive-through. We may have sped on the exit of pit road. That could put him to the rear. I'm not too sure. But Susie took a gamble and went for it. Pit lane time 52:07 to Sikosi's 53:75. Let's show you the pit stop time, just even there. But the lane time, that was incredible. So we'll step aside here once again. Restart coming up in just a moment. Stay with us. So for the first time this evening, Mark Sikosi will not lead the field back to green. Instead, to begin stage number 3, it is Josh Susi with an incredible pit stop. Here's how the field looks. It is Susi, Sikosi, row 1. Briggs Swope, Tyler Isley, row 2. Steve Stripmatter, Alan Crowell, row 3. Row 4, Justin Diltz, Don DeGroot, and row 5, Jimmy Barr and Kayla McCarthy. Here we go. We are back to green, and Sikosi is caught sleeping. Force of habit. Susi catches Sikosi sleeping and gets a great jump. Meanwhile, Icy cuts the route of Swope off. He is up to 3rd position. Crowell's in 5th. Watch this battle really closely for the race lead. Down to 2 car lengths. He's there. He wants that inside. Battle for the lead is on. Sikosi, little loose off at turn 4. Helps out Susi. Meanwhile for 3rd. Oh! Swope gets into Isley. There they go. What a save from the 17. And the field stacks up. Crowell, Stripmatter, and Diltz stack up. And Jimmy Barr says, hey, boys, I want to step in on the fun. That was not a smart move there by Swope. He knows he's going to get an ear full of ice later tonight after this one's done. Crowell will see if he can try and take advantage of it. Meanwhile, back out front for the lead, Susi and Sikosi once more. See if he can get the run off at 2. At this moment, he can't. Oh, bad entry for Susi, bad center. Sikosi right there, but Susi gets the better exit. It's about a car length and a half separate them. They continue to go at it. Surprisingly, the last race Josh Susi won came at Nashville Super Speedway. That was 9 races ago, surprising to say the least. And Susi's got a ton of wins this year. Not literally, but a bunch of them. Mark Sikosi, he hasn't won since Myrtle Beach, which was the, I want to say the 9th race of the season, and it was. He goes down to the inside. Nothing working. Battle here. Kayla McCarthy, Justin Diltz for 8th as they go side by side. McCarthy got loose off at turn 4. That helps out Diltz. Back out to the front though. Staying nip and tuck. Susi nearly got a Darlington stripe. Sikosi trying to take advantage. Side by side for the lead. They are going at it, that's for sure.
I know it.
Smear was saying something on the radio, but we lost sight of it. By the way, Dylan Clark in the pits once again. This is turning from bad to worse, and now he goes a lap down. So Clark will need a yellow flag if he wants to get back on the lead lap via lucky dog. Cannot absolutely need that at the moment. Down to a half a car length. Meanwhile, in the battle between Stripmatter and Barr for 6th position. Barr and Isley currently the biggest movers of this race, each up 13 positions. Now it's Isley up 14, correction. Brake Swope with an issue. Oh, man. Something may have happened between the two. And I don't want to be 100% sure if that is the situation, but we will take a look right now. Nope, Swope just got loose off of turn 2. That's what happened. We got to change for the lead, by the way. Change for the lead. Mark Sikosi, just seconds ago, has gone out to the point by a car length and a half on Josh Susi. The 12 trying to fight back, though. And I think he will let Sikosi have at it. And he will. So Susi losing time. Sikosi a better car in the long run. Got the move to the inside. Touched the apron for a moment, but hey, you can go out of bounds here. Doesn't matter. Nice easy pass from the 91. And he is the new leader. That gap increases big time. Let's go to the last cars on the lead lap. Justin Diltz and Don DeGroot. That's the battle for 10th. I think this is the worst spot we have seen Don DeGroot in today. Don't think he's been lower than 12th. He's gone up to as high as I think just before a top 5 spot. So, been a nice run today for the driver of the 20. But now in his worst position by far. 6th place battle. Jimmy Barr was able to get by Kayla McCarthy. Let's see what that Lance DeWeese throwback can do. Closing in. I almost thought he was closing in on Brigg. High side not working well for McCarthy. So about entering low and then really much trying to put a slide job, but you got to instead it's worse because you got to try and hold on to that outside. That's pretty much what it's like to race around here. Oh, he almost made contact there. That was a little bit close. Oh, no, Jimmy Barr got the wall. See if McCarthy can take advantage of Darlington stripe for Jimmy Barr, and there was a significant one. Loses a position because of that. McCarthy takes away 6th. So just under 40 laps to go. Mark Sikosi has retaken the lead away from Josh Susi. We will step aside here as we go side by side once again here at the Darlington Raceway. Welcome back to the Southern 200 at Darlington Raceway. It's the first race in the National Sim Racing League playoffs. We'd like to give a shout to all of our sponsors for their incredible support all season long. Speed Demon Setups, Graphics, and TV, Affordable SEO and Marketing, Elevate Outdoors, and, Butt Kicker. Just approaching 30 laps to go in a matter of moments, and this is a crazy battle happening for position as Sikosi continues to lead him. Briggs Swope, Kayla McCarthy, and Jimmy Barr going to work. I think we just had Swope hit the wall for just a moment. So move Kayla 316 up to 5th position. Battle for the lead though shaping up though. Susie has closed right back in on Sikosi. I'm not sure what happened, but Sikosi's had a couple of worse laps here. Off 3/10. Brian Preslar, meanwhile, brings his 67 into pit roll. Sikosi way loose. He's got a problem. And Josh Susie has taken the lead away. Too much gas, too much pressure. And because of that, Josh Susie has taken the race lead here at Darlington. That is absolutely crazy. That just happened. Let's go back and show you how the pass was done. And we're going to ride on board here with Susie. Look at that. Just simply loose. And he almost got into Susie. We almost saw the top two take each other out. So now while we are at it, let's take a look at pit strategy here and see how the drivers are doing in terms of their stint length. The longest drivers have gone today is 45 laps. So ignore where Broderick's gone 118 laps. That's a glitch thanks to all the netcode he has suffered in this race. So if we look at it, 45 laps is the longest stint. Drivers would have to go 57, which I'm more than confident the drivers will make. Sikosi had closed the gap down to 0.3 of a second, by the way, and then lost it once again. Let's go back. Oh, Briggs Swope got the wall, and Jimmy Barr takes away 5th position. Meanwhile, Kayla McCarthy is up to 3rd. She's been driving very patient, very conservative. This is a good run. Now Barr starting to close in on Alan Crowell for position number 4. Field closing right in behind Crowell's tail. Jimmy Barr, by the way, excuse me, that was Briggs Swope, just caught the wall, and here comes, that's a lap car, Dylan Clark in the 34, currently a lap down, who needs a yellow flag if he wants to get back in this race. So yellow flag would put him on the lead lap. Look at that Jimmy Barr's car. Fun fact, by the way, another fun fact for Chris Lynn. Oh, hang on, hold that thought. Alan Crowell's off the pace. I think he just got loose off for turn 2, and he's in big trouble all the way back to 5th position. And loses an additional spot back in 6th. His car's in trouble. Long run not working out for him well. This is a race about who can save tires the best. So, time for another edition of Lynn's Fun Facts. And this fun fact is that Lance DeWeese, the throwback of Chris Lynn, has over 100 career wins at Williams Grove. which is the all-time wins leader at the track. Lance DeWeese is to the posse what Dale Earnhardt was to NASCAR, so the GOAT at the time. Field all spread out here. So Josh Susie, who has led since stage 3, a change of game, and oh boy, he got the wall there, not what you want to be doing. Man, it gets so nerve-wracking here at Darlington. 22 laps to go. We're going to step to our final break of the evening, and when we come back, we are taking you to the finish. Stay with us. Approaching the checkered flag here in the National Sim Racing League Cup Series event from Darlington, the Southern 200. Don't forget, next week, the second race of the round of 16 will happen, and that is at the Richmond Raceway. 250 laps. You do not want to miss out on that. Josh Susie's lead has increased big time, up to 3 seconds on Mark Sikosi. Drivers will need a yellow, especially Sikosi, if he wants to get back in it. There he is. 3.5 seconds behind on Susie. Final full field rundown here for you. 8 drivers are on the lead lap as Josh Susie leads them. Mark Sikosi currently second. Kayla McCarthy is third. Jimmy Barr fourth. Briggs Swope is fifth. Alan Cravel sixth. Ryan Broderick is seventh. Don DeGroot is eighth. Justin Diltz ninth. The first car, lap down, so we'll need a yellow if he wants to get back on the lead lap. Dylan Clark in 12th. He's 8 seconds behind the lucky dog of Justin Diltz if yellow were to come out. This is not where Dylan Clark wants to be at the moment. 11th is Tyler Isley, who is 2 laps down after getting involved thanks to contact with Briggs Swope. Steve Stripmatter out of the race in 12th, but a couple of drivers behind him trying to close in. Brian Preslar with a chance at 12th position, along with Kyle Milliken, 13th and 14th. David Smeal will finish the race in 15th position. Josh Aaron and Brian Wiggins, Tom Para, Stan Mayberry all out of the race. Alex Robinson missed the call to the grid, so he is credited with a do not start. In case you have just joined us, there was a rowdy stage 1, a better stage 2, and so far a clean stage 3. Mark Sikosi has led the most laps in the race. But his car is starting to fade big time. He needs a yellow. He's loose once more. But what happened? Josh Susi beat him in the race off of pit road with a better pit road time of 52.07 to Sikosi's 53.75. Got the lead from the start. They were trading the lead back and forth, and then in a long run, off of turn 2, Sikosi got way loose, and his car is in big trouble. He may even have a flat tire or something. Let's watch him closely. Watch turn 2 here. Oh my goodness, he is just fighting an ill-handling car. Let's ride on board from the cockpit. Off the throttle. He's down to 4th gear where you don't want to be. Look at that, look at that. I don't know how he is still hanging on to that baby. Watch again. Back in 2. Look at that. He caught the wall that time. He could be in danger of losing 2nd spot to Kayla McCarthy. And Kayla is closing in fast. Here is how the lap times look. 4 laps ago, Sikosi was easily the quicker car. But now this time, McCarthy closing in big time. Mark Sikosi, I think, was expecting yellows. He's not getting it. Good battle for 4th position. Jimmy Barr and Briggs Swope. This would be huge for Briggs Swope if he can get this to finish inside the top 5. Last time he finished 5th was at the Indianapolis Oval. But if he can get a 4th place finish, that would be Swope's best finish on the year. As for Jimmy Barr in the number 6, a couple weeks ago got his best finish, which was a podium finish at New Hampshire, would tie Iowa for his 2nd best finish of the season. 9 laps to go, and look at this. McCarthy is past Sikosi for 2nd. Can you believe what we have just witnessed? The heartbreak for Sikosi if he does not get a yellow. Well, pretty much, he's in some deep doo-doo right now at the moment. The heartbreak for Mark at the moment. The best car all day. And, oh, almost spun that car around this time. Oh, he's about ready to lose it. His car is a lot like what Kurt Busch's was in the 2012 Southern 500. And he's in the wall that time and is losing time fast to Jimmy Barr. Barr could be in a situation where he could be tying up for his best finish of the year. And same for Briggs Swope. Preslar, meanwhile, has brought the 67 into pit road. Can Sikosi hang on, though, is the real question. Look at that right side. It is toast. And he's loose again. You got to be really conservative. Oh, no, Briggs Swope! Man, how did he save that car? That car was gone. That's crazy, but now he may not have a chance at the 4th position. Now if a yellow does come out in the next 5 laps or so, that's the battle for the lucky dog spot. Dylan Clark and Justin Dills. And you see there, the faster car is Clark. See if the move happens this time. This is the closest battle on the track. They do have Alan Crowell in the way. They're going to need a yellow to come out soon, though, because Don DeGroot could go a lap down at any point, thanks to Josh Susi. And Mark Sikosi has got all the way back to 5th position and almost takes out Tyler Isley. Those tires are just gone. So Jimmy Barr, in a big surprise, could have a chance to tie his best finish of the year. Brig Swope, if he stays here, this would be his best finish of the season. 4 laps to go. Let's look back on the lucky dog spot, possibly. This would be for a 9th place finish, and this is actually not the lucky dog spot anymore. Don DeGroot just went a lap down thanks to Josh Susie. And here we go for a podium spot. Brig Swope is in 3rd position, and he's in the wall, looking for his first podium on the year. Jimmy Barr wants his 2nd podium of the year. Oh, they make contact. Oh, and Swope's on his side. Oh, it's everything just changed instantly. Oh, my goodness. 8th caution of the evening. And the guys that were battling for 3rd spot have just taken each other out. Holy smokes. Don DeGroot should get the free pass here. But those two will not be happy with each other for sure. Can you believe what we just saw? We're going to show you from our drone cam, as that was the best battle on the track by far. Barr was to the inside. Oh no! The 2nd time today, at least, we've seen netcode be a major issue. And netcode has taken them out for a chance at 3rd position. Now that is heartbreaking. That may be even worse than a Sikosi heartbreak for sure. Oh. Right on board here with Brig Swope. Wow, I thought that car was going over. That's just a violent ride. And now we go Jimmy Barr. Wow. Leaders are in the pits, the drivers on the lead lap. So about maybe 5 cars or so with a chance to win this race. But there is one driver that has taken a big risk. Brig Swope was just on 2 wheels. But I think he's coming in this time. And he is. For a moment, I literally thought he was going to put the chips in the pot and say, you know what, why not? I'll go for a win. So the leaders made their way into pit road. And everything is going to get interesting here. And we can tell you this, as of right now, Mark Sikosi exited 3rd, and I think he'll have the 2nd car on the inside line, so we can try and time the restart of Susie perfectly. But at the same time for Susie, he's got a teammate next to him in Kayla McCarthy. And when Susie goes, McCarthy can read that restart perfectly.
Leaders taking top.
Whoa! And that is a bold strategy there for Josh Susie. Take the top side of this restart. Sikosi with the slower car in front of him. Man. Okay, folks. Things are getting interesting, and I believe this is overtime here. 3 attempts at a green-white checkered finish. What are you thinking here? If you're Susie, well, you know you don't have the win wrapped up, that's for sure. But I'm thinking I got the strategy with what it takes on the restart. If you're Sikosi, though, what are you thinking? I'm thinking, hey, I'm back in with a chance at winning. I got my fresh tires. I won't get loose off of turn 2. My tires won't give out on me. But he's glad he got that yellow, and he's probably even gladder that the two drivers ahead of him, Barr and Swope, got by. Swope, by the way, restarted in the 5th position for this restart. Alrighty, here we go with 2 laps to go. Overtime about to take place. Who will lock themselves into the round of 12? We're about to find out. Josh Susie, Kayla McCarthy, Mark Sikosi, or the field. Here we go. And Susie fires it early. But now could that be a jumped restart? Crowell and Sikosi both caught sleeping. Great restart by the top 2. That could do it for right now. Sikosi is up to 3rd position. And he's got to run big time. Oh, but he's in the wall, though. Not what you wanted. Had to be clean. Had to be perfect on those final 2 laps. And that may have just cost him. Coming to the white flag. 1-2, the KTS drivers. Josh Susie and Kayla McCarthy a chance to win it. McCarthy is yet to lead this race today. But Sikosi still closing in. Has to drive it hard big time in the final corners. Oh, Sikosi loose off of 2, though. That could do it. McCarthy, final time, peaked low. That doesn't work. And off of turn number 4, Josh Susie, say hello to the round of 12 for car number 12. Susie wins it at Darlington. From stage 3 on, Josh Susie was in command of the field. And Susie picks up the win. And a heartbreak for Mark Sikosi in 3rd place. He drove it really hard. Nothing he could do about it. He did what he had to do on that final restart. And the surprise for Kayla McCarthy. I don't think anyone expected her to finish in 2nd after starting in 13th.
Yeah, I stayed on the track, stopped so cars can pass safely under yellow. And I think that's why it made me go a lap down.
So Josh Susie about ready to light them up, and we will talk here with your top 3. And they will be joining us in just a matter of moments. And we'll start things off here with Mark Sikosi. Mark, I know it's heartbreaking, man. Dominating the first 2 stages. Just what's going through your mind right now at the moment? Mark, got a copy? All right, we will wait. We'll put him back in, and we'll try and see if we can get him once again. And we'll talk with our 2nd place finisher, Kayla McCarthy, also doing donuts. Kayla, did you expect a 2nd place finish tonight?
Honestly, I did. As much laps as I put into this track this week, I was really hoping to come out with a win, but to have a KTS 1-2, we should have had Dylan up there, but Dylan finished 7th, so overall, great night. Hell of a race. I really don't like this track, but just stuck it out and was patiently aggressive.
I want to ask as well about the decision on the final restart to have you on the bottom. Is that just so that way Sikosi would have? I don't want to say I want to say maybe a slower car in front of you, considering how you were tonight. But it was just like a little game plan to keep Sikosi back even more.
No, it was just more of Susie could get the launch, and then as soon as we crossed the start finish line, I could get up into that preferred lane going into 1 and kind of diamond down like I've been doing all night. It was more to help both of us in order for that. And then Susie did a good job on the restart as far as calling it off and timing it perfectly. way to start the playoffs off for us as far as a team and everybody. I'm ecstatic.
Who do you want to give shout outs to tonight?
First and foremost, got to give a shout out to my wife. Second, all Patrick over at Nitro Setup Shops and everybody at Nitro Setup Shop for everything that they've done for us this week. All the time that they put into us. I think we spent about 6 hours on Saturday, and then another 3 or 4 or so on Sunday testing and just different scenarios and long runs and whatnot. Hats off to Susie, Dilts for 3rd place, and Dylan coming back for a top 10 finish, almost reached top 5. Just unfortunate luck hit Dylan the wrong way tonight.
Alrighty, we will let you go. Great job tonight.
Thank you.
Kayla McCarthy with a 2nd place finish here. A great run for her. And now it is time to go to victory lane. Talk with your race winner. And that is Josh Susie from stage 3 on. Man, talk about that run tonight and that pit stop, which pretty much won you the race, I think.
Well, it's all about showing up on the payout. It's pay time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew we had a super good car for the long run. The stages weren't really long enough to show that. And I knew if we could stay green in stage 3, we'd really be able to capitalize. I think Mark was seeing how good we were towards the end of the stage. He went to adjust in his car and he went too far. Started getting loose, burning up those rear tires. So, cars, like I said, really good in the long run. It's just about being patient and letting everyone use up their stuff.
How good does this feel to get your first win in 9 races? It's like we've seen you dominate so far this season. You have good runs, but it feels like forever since we last saw you in victory lane.
Yeah, well, when you got people like Landon Lacey and Ashton Crowder and, the guys that are really, really good, it brings up the competition, makes it harder to get the wins. But it's playoff time. It's time to bring the A game. No more messing around. And I think we sent a pretty good statement to the rest of the league tonight.
How about being locked into the round of 12, not having to worry about Richmond and Bristol where tempers can flare?
That's perfect. The primary goal here was just to get as many points as possible, create that buffer. And especially with Richmond and Bristol being the next 2 races, anything can happen. So not having to worry about that is going to be awesome. Now I can just concentrate on being a really good teammate and trying to get the other 2 locked in with me.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
First and foremost, everyone at Nitro Setups, and big shout out to Patrick working his tail off on the setup with us this week. This thing was awesome, man. We do like a 45 lap run and we still have 95% on the tires for wear. So this thing was a beast. So huge shout out to him. Everyone at KTS, all the admins for doing what they do here, and everyone that showed up tonight. Last but not least, in any way, you, as always, buddy. We really appreciate you broadcasting these for us, and I look forward to going and watching this one.
Thanks for the time, man. You look forward to seeing my reaction when the yellow flag came out. I know you didn't like that, though, for sure, but great run tonight.
I appreciate it, man. I think Caleb was more upset than I was, but
thanks, Josh. Nice job.
Thank you, man.
Josh Susie with the Polish victory lap takes home the win, and he will go to victory lane once again. A big win for Susie. His 6th win on the year. And let's give you your official results from tonight. Only, 6 cars finishing on the lead lap. Susie, McCarthy, Dilts, Broderick, Swope, and Crowell, the top 6. Susie with the win locks him into the round of 12. Last place finisher was Stan Mayberry in 19th position. So with that, we will say farewell for tonight. We will talk to you all next week at the Richmond Raceway. And that should be a good one for 250 laps. On behalf of everyone at the National Sim Racing League, from Mark Sikosi to Justin Dills, and air traffic control is Chris Lynn. Marty Sakala signing off for tonight. The first driver in the round of 12, ladies and gentlemen, is Josh Susie. Thank you all for joining us. So long from Darlington, everyone.